What if you could stop time for 24 hours? Not slow it down, not rewind it, but freeze the entire world, leaving only yourself in motion. Every sound disappears. Clock hands freeze mid-tick. Cars turn into statues in the middle of the road. And you are the only moving thing inside a frozen universe. Sounds amazing, right? But let's see what would really happen. First, your body keeps running on biology. Your heart still beats. Your stomach still digests. Your brain still burns energy. That means the world is paused, but your internal clock keeps ticking. You'll still need food, water, and sleep. After all, 24 hours without rest is still 24 hours. If you don't pace yourself, stopping time could leave you exhausted, dehydrated, and ready to collapse the moment reality returns. Second, air. You need it. In a frozen world, molecules don't move. If air froze too, you'd suffocate within minutes. The loophole? Imagine you carry a bubble of normal physics around you, a few meters wide. Inside that bubble, air flows, water pours, and you can breathe. Without it, you wouldn't last 5 minutes in your grand adventure. Now, desires. Imagine walking straight into the world's most forbidden places. The White House? You could stroll through the Oval Office, peek at classified papers, sit in the president's chair, and no one could stop you. Museums. You could study priceless paintings up close, touch ancient artifacts, even pose with the Mona Lisa. Vaults? Locks don't matter anymore. Everyone is frozen. The only thing standing between you and the crown jewels is your conscience, or maybe you crave adrenaline. Ever dreamed of driving a car worth more than a house? Keys frozen midair, guards stuck mid-blink, and you slip into a Lamborghini or Bugatti. On normal days, you'd never get close to the wheel. But today, the streets are empty. You could push 300 kilometers an hour with no traffic, no police, no risk of crashing into anyone. But here's the catch. Fuel. Gas pumps won't work when time is frozen. Cars in motion are statues, engines dead, fuel locked. You can only drive what's already parked and has gas in the tank. But there are darker sides. Without electricity, machines stop. That fridge, frozen mid-cycle, a plane in the sky, hanging like a toy, passengers locked between breaths. You could walk through an airport and see people mid-step, luggage hanging in the air, planes suspended outside the windows. Beautiful and terrifying. And now the scariest part, silence. Every sound in the world vanishes. No footsteps, no wind, no hum of cars. Even insects and birds become mute pictures. At first it feels strange, even cozy, but soon the silence starts to crush you. Our brains are wired to constantly filter background noise. It's what keeps us connected to reality. Without it, your senses start searching for sound that isn't there. You begin to hear your own heartbeat, the rush of blood in your ears, every inhale and exhale like thunder. After a few hours, your brain may generate phantom sounds, whispers, voices, music. This kind of silence can literally drive you insane. It breaks your sense of time and fills you with anxiety. Left alone with such emptiness, you realize noise is what makes the world alive. What about other people? Touch them, and you'll feel warm skin, but stiff like wax. Push too hard, and you could injure them because their bodies can't react. Their eyes don't blink, their lungs don't breathe. They are mannequins of reality paused in motion. Imagine visiting a friend, whispering into their ear, knowing they won't hear you until tomorrow. That's not company. That's loneliness wearing a mask of closeness. And here's the biggest twist. You can't change as much as you think. Move an object, and yes, it will stay where you leave it. But do too much, and people will notice. Slip a banknote into your pocket. Tomorrow someone finds it missing. Open a vault. Cameras may not record, but evidence remains. The more you tamper with, the more chaos you unleash when the world unfreezes. So what would most people do? Probably both extremes, play God and child, sneak into secret places, live out wild fantasies, then waste hours just walking through frozen rain, marveling at drops suspended like jewels. Maybe dance in an empty stadium, carve your name on the ice of a frozen ocean, or just sit in silence, realizing how loud life normally is. But when the 24 hours end, everything rushes back. Sounds slam into your ears, clocks tick again, and the world carries on as if nothing happened. Except you. You're drained, hungry, maybe guilty, maybe exhilarated. No one else knows about the miracle you just lived, and that might be the cruelest part. Absolute power with zero witnesses. So, what happens if you stop time for a day? You'd fulfill wild dreams, break every law of physics, maybe even rewrite yourself. But the real question isn't what you do in a frozen world. The real question is what you do when it unfreezes. And you have to live with the choices you made in silence.